Ace Nation, I am longtime independent wrestling fan Robert. Mercury Rising 2025 was a very good show from the Knights of Columbus in Teaneck, New Jersey. The action begins with a four-way match where the winner would be get an opportunity to become Fight for Flight champion at Anarchy, as we saw the son of wrestling, Vincent Michaels, versus Roger Mendez versus Brooklyn Outlaw Donovan versus Zay. Pretty good matchup, which saw the Brooklyn Outlaw Donovan defeat Zay, Roger Mendez, and Vincent Michaels at 6 minutes 18 seconds. Donovan apparently will be a contender for a Fight for Flight championship. Next matchup, we saw the infamous Adam Kane take on the returning Rob Vegas. Pretty good match these guys had. Rob Vegas defeated Adam Kane at 9 minutes 59 seconds. Up next, we saw Fight for Flight champion Bad Brad Benson do battle with, he took on Susio star Whiplash. It stemmed from Whiplash attacking Benson last month at Aftermath. Susio Whiplash defeated Bad Brad Benson at 7 minutes 16 seconds, and after the match, Brooklyn Outlaw Donovan comes out and he seems to stare down Whiplash. Up next, unless I'm mistaken, this was a first time ever matchup, as the Allfather Darius Carter went one-on-one with nobody's better Michael Mastretta for the Diamond Division Championship. The match was pretty good between these two guys, and eventually Darius had things going his way, but Mike Morgan's entrance music starts playing and Darius looks to the curtain, but Morgan doesn't come out. Mastretta schoolboys Darius, pins him. Michael Mastretta defeats Darius Carter at 13 minutes 10 seconds to retain the Diamond Division Championship. At that point, the show went to intermission, and my hunger couldn't wait anymore, so I went to the get myself some of these freaking empanadas. And by the way, I had like 2 cheeseburger empanadas at the show, but I couldn't taste the cheese unless it was already blended in with the meat and everything else. Okay. Very good, I will say, those cheeseburger empanadas, even though I couldn't taste any cheese. Next, the show gets back in session as we see the Trash with the Stash, Bam Sullivan, do battle with Cade Lothbrock. Pretty knockdown, drag-out affair between these two men. Everyone was buzzed about Bam Sullivan's mustache, seemingly, but hey, Bam, can you say you've been growing yours as long as I've grown mine? And, okay. Cade Lothbrock defeats Bam Sullivan in 10 minutes 58 seconds in a very hard-hitting matchup. Up next was another first-time matchup. Well, I don't know, Mastretta and Carter fought for the first time on this very event. But we had, making his return to Ace Pro Wrestling, the 5-car stud, Joey Ace. He took on the good guy, Azrael, in a very good matchup, which saw the good guy, Azrael, defeat the 5-card stud, Joey Ace, at 11 minutes 33 seconds. Okay? And then it was time for the main event, which saw one half of Sent to Slaughter, a member of the Aces, one half of the tag team champions, Dan Moff, challenged Dr. Sleep, Anthony Gangone, for the heavyweight championship. Hot and heavy contest here, which eventually saw, I think Gangone had put the mandible claw on Moff, but then Moff took down referee Shady Torres. And then all of a sudden, this very tall man, didn't recognize him at all. He comes out, steps over the top rope. He's looking right at Moff, is like backing off, but then this man in the suit, he gives Gangone a choke slam, and then he steps out of the ring, and Moff tried to get a pinfall, but Shady Torres was still out like a light, seemingly. And then we had eventually the Allfather, Darius Carter, comes out and he gives Moff a Mafia kick, no pun intended. And then Moff gets the microphone and the bell never rang to end the match. But Moff was saying to Darius Carter, "What are you doing? You know, the two of us and Sean Donnelly, everybody knows we do the podcast together." But Carter was saying, Morgan cost me the Division title earlier tonight, and I don't play around with titles. And then Moff made the challenge for him and Sean Donnelly to face Darius Carter and Anthony Gangone for the Tag Team Championship at the next show, which is Anarchy, taking place Friday night, August 8th, from the Knights of Columbus in Teaneck, New Jersey. And after Moff left the ring, Carter and Gangone are like arguing and stuff, and I forgot, like Moff was insinuating Gangone and Carter were resurrecting the Crusade for Change, which the two of them were part of with TJ Marconi year about 10 years ago. But then I forgot what they ended up saying to each other, but Gangone and Carter leave the ring, and the match was a no contest. Anthony Gangone, still the heavyweight champion. Match was, give or take, 11 minutes 26 seconds. Well, the person who knows, good seeing Mike Morgan. I didn't really encounter him at any given point throughout the show. Denise, Bob Elder, welcome back. He's the one with the prosthetic legs. Ryan Peterson. I don't know if I remember seeing. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but the crowd, there seemed to be more of a crowd last month at an Aftermath than it was compared to this event. I don't know what it takes to get people to come to Ace anymore, unless Teaneck, New Jersey is not a wrestling town. I mean, Mike Morgan, I know you got the empanada restaurant going in Woodridge. I mean, do you by any chance post flyers or posters about your next shows that when people come in to eat the empanadas? I mean, if you are, that's great, but, hopefully, more people will come, especially Friday night, because I know being this show was done on a Sunday, and people probably had plans, summer's underway, and thank goodness that the Knights of Columbus and Teaneck has air conditioning. Such a hot summer day this was. The crowd wasn't let in until after 5 p.m. when they said the show would start. Show started at 5:18 p.m. Whiplash, I noticed you were wearing a t-shirt. It's a picture of the late Vincent Schiavelli when he was in the movie Ghost with Demi Moore and the late Patrick Swayze. My late mother was a big fan of Swayze and Demi, and that was a great movie. For those who don't know the reference, Vincent Schiavelli was the one that said to Patrick Swayze in the movie, "Get off my train!" And that's what it said on the front of Whiplash's shirt. Memorable quotes. He gets a happy face. Denise, when I paid my money and to enter the room for the show. Yeah. I thought you worked on Sundays. Nobody's better Michael Mistretta when he was at the guardrail right near me. I'm going to listen to a guy in a diaper. Sharon to Darius Carter during the match with Mistretta. Rob Lottie, this one's for you, baby. Bam Sullivan, when he noticed me in the crowd during his match with Cade Lothbrock. Trying to think of anything else, even though it wasn't much of a... Yeah, I mean, again, what does it take to get people to come to Ace these days? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Mike Morgan, if you ever do a Sunday show again, please don't do it during football season. I'm not going to be a hypocrite about that. I don't do Sunday shows during football season. Uh, well, as mentioned earlier, Ace Pro Wrestling returns on Friday night, August 8th, from the Knights of Columbus in Teaneck, New Jersey, with one of their staple shows of the year, Anarchy. And as it seems, Sent to Slaughter, Dan Moff and Sean Donovan will defend their tag team championship against the All-Father Darius Carter and Dr. Sleep Anthony Gangone. Obviously, Gango's heavyweight title looks like that's not going to be on the line. I would like to see a three-way match with Bad Brad Benson, Whiplash, and Brooklyn Outlaw Donovan for the Fight for Flight Championship. Oh, since it didn't happen back at Hero Celebration in March, can we have Nobody's Better Michael Mastretta defend the Diamond Division belt against the chess master Rob Vegas? Because I understand that was supposed to happen back at Hero Celebration in March, but Vegas didn't make the show. I'm sure things are on the horizon. And Mike Morgan, I'm still hoping this year the big one returns. And I think you know what I'm referring to. Oh, we had a little bit of a two club in the crowd. I was the only one yelling two throughout the show. Can't remember what else I can think of for this event. Well, I guess even though it was air conditioned there, I'm surprised Cheyenne Ortiz and William Wyeth were not wearing suits as they commentated the show. Wondering where this Cade Lothbrock and Azrael, where those two guys go from here.
Hi, sir. How's everything over here?
Very good.
Are you ready for the check?
Yes.
No problem.
Let me see here. La 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 la. No, that's all I can think of for now. It was a great time despite a smaller crowd, seemingly smaller crowd than Aftermath last month. Again, what does it take to get fans to come out to Ace? Come on. I know it's in no danger of closing up or anything.
All right, here you go.
Alrighty.
And are you ready for payment now, or do you need a few more minutes?
A few moments.
Take your time.
All right. All right. Yeah, I guess I pretty much do it. Hopefully we'll have a bigger crowd for Anarchy Friday night, August 8th. And hope for another, obviously another great outing of action. Ace, 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 ace.